Beast Wars was the only transforming robot you could get, I rejected all of it and instead expanded my toy horizons. And one of the lines that really caught my interest as a kid was Ronin Warriors. So today, we're going to look at the main hero from that series. Let's take a look at Rio. You want to talk about toys built around gimmicks? Here you go. Rio stands 5.5 inches tall. Cast in white and red plastic, he shares the same body as all the Ronin Warrior figures, even the villains. You'll notice a few things. While the style and proportion of the toy looks alright, the arms are a bit long and the head is tiny, the latter of which is necessary for the armor gimmick. Also, since the helmet has to fit on his head, the hair is smoothed down and far less anime. In articulation, he does okay for the 90s. Aside from the ankles that are hinged, everything is on a swivel, but only the neck and waist are your traditional rotation. Every other piece is connected by a spring, with teeth in the plastic between each for ratcheted articulation. This was so you could pull limbs back and then snap them forward for attacks. But they never actually go forward, just spring back to where they originally were. This also let figures bend together for wrestling holds, linking together at the hands and feet, which have handles molded in just for this. Kinda fun, but also kinda weird since it never quite bends the way you want it to. The real feature was the armor. In Rio's case, the armor of Wildfire. This is why they all have the same body, so any armor works on any of them. It snaps onto pegs across the toy's body. All of this with flexing plastic. There's no grooves and nothing is rounded to make this easy, which is how the armor tended to break so easily. Finished, however, it does actually look quite cool. And aside from the helmet obstructing the neck, there's no loss of articulation, which is a big plus. But where's the samurai motif without weapons? Rio's signature swords can be mounted to his back with an extra sheath piece, and when drawn for battle, are long and imposing for the action figure. There's another part that lets them combine, just like in the show, creating a weapon twice the height of the toy. On top of this, these toys came loaded with bonus weapons. Though I don't even know if I have all of Rio's. What makes it hard is, aside from signature weapons, they all came with the same bits, and from what I can tell, they were packed in random colors. Figures were also carded 2 different ways, and the armors have variations where some are painted a lot more. I seriously pity the variation collectors on this one. Back in its day, the Ronin Warrior line was unique and adventurous, but it really has not aged well. Still, it satisfies my nostalgia to have at least one where all the armor is intact and unbroken, and it makes me happy. Speaking of, lately I've had a very different taste in my samurai toys. So when we open tomorrow's present, something much more recent, and much more draining on my wallet.